with anything, even if you were the victim and legitimately the victim, I think there still is a forgiveness process within yourself that you need to go through.
Because in your mind you replay things. Oh, I should have done this different. You should have done that different. And you can't do that. And let me do this real quick. One of the people who sent us the question, they had a quote right at the bottom that they shared, and it was, "We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from our past errors and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience." And that's George Washington.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason to look back.
Yeah.
Use it as a schoolmaster.
Don't look back ever, because you're not going that way.
Look in the direction you want to go.
Yep.
That's right.
For sure.
Okay. Should we look for another question?
Sure.
Here? What challenges did you find hardest to accept, and what were the biggest challenges? Oh, not what challenges did you find hardest. What changes did you find hardest to accept, and what were the biggest challenges?
Um,
And you've
Very
kind
similar.
of covered
we
this.
kind of covered
So
some of that. Yeah.
if you have anything else to add, we'll add it. If not, we'll move on.
well, the challenges that were the hardest were my speaking. And like I said, like the easiest and best way to get better is to have something that you have to do every day.
That's right.
Like,
You have to
there's
talk.
no choice. Like, what was my other choice? To sit around and not talk ever, and feel like I could communicate
hand gestures or whatever.
I felt like I could communicate properly, but the way my brain was injured, it was just, I didn't know what I was saying. And that was so frustrating. So to combat that feeling, I worked hard and learned how to speak again.
Yeah.
That's right.
And here's the thing, you guys. He could have gone the other way.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that there are people that have.
Yeah.
The victim way
you're
or
you're actually more of a rarity
Yeah.
in this world. A lot of people would have been like, this is so frustrating. This is so hard. Fine. I'm going to give up.
I can't do it.
I guess I got to learn American Sign Language, and I'm not going to even learn how to speak. But then you only got one hand that you can use.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, there are a lot of people who do that.
Right.
Maybe I should have went that way,
No.
the American Sign
So
Language way.
so other hand will get working instead of your mouth. Well, I find it interesting that you say your biggest challenge was speaking, and you're doing a podcast. So
It's pretty
I
amazing.
feel like that's part of the
remarkable.
therapy, right? Part of the moving
that's
forward.
one thing that I use this podcast for therapy for me.
That's right. So did you want to add anything?
Yeah,
John?
sure. So some of the biggest challenges to accept, because there were really, really big challenges that I had, but to accept, that's an interesting word. Now, like, accepting that it's my past, sure, okay, but accepting that it's my reality, no. I can change my reality. So think of it like this. I had a therapist actually help me through this in my 20s. I went to therapy quite a bit, and just to help me through a lot of these things. And she said, well, think of it like your past self, okay? All the things that you've done, all the stuff that you may feel even guilty about, all that. Think of it like a pair of clothes, okay? There was an experience you had. Here is that pair of clothes. She's like, you can change your clothes. Yeah. You can change your shoes. You can hang that up and put it in your closet. Now that closet,
or burn it.
Well, you could
put it away for later.
Here's the thing. She's like, the acceptance part comes from accept that it was a part of you. So like, okay, I know that clothing is there, but I never have to wear it again.
Yeah.
And for some reason, just that simple analogy she gave me, like it clicked in my brain, and I was like, sweet. It's like an old pair of shoes. I don't have to wear them ever again.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I got to put on a new pair of running shoes, and I'm good to go.
And do you think that when she said that, I bet she didn't know how much it would impact you, because you never know. That's why
you never know.
That's why I'm thinking, podcast and the people who come on, little things they say. It might be one phrase, it might be one sentence, but it could hit somebody just right that day and really change
But
them.
there are other things that I feel like you have to continually go through that acceptance. But then note, again, you have the choice to alter your reality by how you perceive what is going on. So even if I am going through a hard time, like everybody's gone through a hard time in 2020, okay, we're not going to like sugarcoat anything here. Shane said it nice just a little bit ago. But the thing is even with that, okay, I accept that that's the reality that we're in right now.
Right.
It sucks. My gym should have grown more than it did. I should be further along in a lot of different things. But so I'm accepting that. But how I perceive it is a growth.
Yeah.
Right? That I can grow from this
So
and that I can still choose to be happy.
Yeah.
Right? No matter what my circumstance is, I can still choose to be happy.
That's right. That's huge. To be able to choose to be happy. Like
and did you know that that's something that only humans have?
That's
Alligators
true.
cannot do that. They don't choose.
That's right.
It's purely instinct.
That's true.
You know?
Yep.
So we're the only species that actually chooses how we want
how you want to be. Really, and if you choose to be depressed or whatever, you're still choosing that. You're still making that choice by.
And that's something that
not changing.
Some people, me in particular, struggle with every day when I wake up. Like I wake up not happy, and so I have to pump myself up a little bit to get through the day.
Get going, right?
And
start the day.
I'm not looking for like
pity.
Sympathy,
yes.
So,
And so don't take me that way, but I that's something that I have to deal with.
It's
every
real
day.
to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that kind of goes into this next question. I'm just looking at it. It says, what do you do on the days you're not feeling it? The days you're just sick of the grind?
I feel like that's a question that Jocko's been asked
many times,
and he could probably say it better than me. But the thing that I think about when I'm put in situations like that is, sorry, can you reread the question?
What do you do on the days you're not feeling it, the days you're just sick of the grind?
Okay. So I go anyway, and that's what Jocko says, and that's where I learned that mindset is from listening to people like Jocko and like role models that I have taught me that, and just go anyway. And I think the most important thing that someone could do in that situation is to just go anyway and like fight through the pain and fight through do whatever you have to
fight through the mental.
So I have something, and it's more along the lines of I would say like a reset, a strategy that you could use, because some people, even telling them that, like, we'll just do it anyways.
And
they just can't. They're like, well, that doesn't click in my head. Right. I need something, an actual action to do. So here's what you can do. And I've done this a ton of times with myself and a lot of people that I coach and train. And just so you guys know, I'm a certified sports psychologist. I work with a lot of people on their mindset in helping them, not just training them physically, but mentally. And that's just because of what I've had to go through. So here's something that I do. So let's say I wake up, and this actually happened 2 days ago, personal experience. 2 days ago, I woke up, and I think I got a good night's rest, so I should have felt better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if my dopamine was off, my serotonin was off, whatever it was, I was influenced to feel sad or depressed, okay? So I understand there are chemical imbalances that people have that influence them to feel a certain way. So there's your workout, right? Getting your workout in. So then that way you actually can get the proper amount of dopamine, serotonin in. Yeah.
I think the most important thing for combating that in particular is having a routine.
Oh, for sure.
You do every day.
For sure. So let's say that you don't want to go and work out. Okay. So you're like, this is kind of how I felt 2 days ago. I'm like, well, I know I need to go work out so I can feel better. I don't want to because I'm stressed and I need to get all these other work things done. Okay. And then kids need to be taken someplace and all that. So this is what I do. I sit down and I write down the things that are the most important to me in my life right then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I write down all those things, and it's always going to be my family and my health and my spirituality. Those are the things that are like important to me. So I write them down. I even write my kids' names down. I write my wife's name down. I write the gym down. And then I look at that and how do those things make me feel?
Yeah.
Right? And if those things will be like, okay, that's what's most important to me. It redirects me to my purpose. Then it's easier for me to go, I'm going to go do this anyways.
Yeah.
Because I redirected my mind to think, I'm doing this
There's a
because
reason.
of this.
Right.
Yeah. That purpose becomes clear.
And
sometimes people never get clear. They won't even write down anything.
Well, that's really important. And writing it down and looking at it reinforces it in your brain more than just thinking it. Like you could have gone through it and say, oh yeah, my kids are important, but write it down, look at it. It just doubles it.
yeah.
It does.
Maybe even more than doubles it.
That's
For sure.
a
Oh,
big
for sure.
benefit for John in particular is that the way he makes money is goes and trains people.
Yeah.
And so that's always constantly on his mind of what he needs to be doing is his job.
For
So
sure.
he can take care of his family and
For
stuff
sure.
like that. So
Well, and because my family means so much to me, there's such a top value and purpose in my life. The work aspect it's easier to do that.
yeah.
Right? To be like, well, you know what? I need to go do this because of the people that I care about. Right? So I would say for everybody listening, be clear on what it is you want
Yeah.
to
Have
have
a
in your
why.
life. You have to have that purpose, that why. And that will get you through those hard days.
And
it
there's
really
going to
will.
be hard days.
Oh, there will
Everybody
be.
has them.
Like
Everybody.
I said,
Yeah.
just 2 days ago, I had
That's right.
a hard day.
So this kind of goes into the next question then nicely. You both inspire and motivate people every day. What does it make? How does it make you feel? Do you think it makes you hold yourself more accountable?
Yes.
Absolutely. I think it makes you like, that's why I post so much stuff on social media. It's not for anyone's benefit, but my own. And I,
You are your own accountability.
yes. And if I'm not doing it, or if I'm not doing something every day to get better and better myself, I can see from my previous posts, like what I need to work on.
And once
Sure.
again, there's another way to put it in words, put it on paper.
Yeah.
You're kind of like almost making a journal.
Yeah.
As the days go by a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So I have kind of something to say about that as well. You're right, we do. We inspire people every day. And when I'm standing in front of a group of my clients and I'm coaching, I have to be on my A game, right? And it gets to this point as a coach, you're like, everybody's watching you,
Yeah.
right? I used to even think, I'm like, I can't be seen walking into like a fast food place, right? I can't be
You
seen.
can't.
And then even if I'm just going in there to go to the bathroom, because I'm not going to eat anything. in
I'm
there.
not eating
But, like,
anything.
yeah.
I swear.
I wasn't here to eat. I'm here to use the bathrooms. They got nice ones. So, and that's true. I really don't walk into those places. But I used to think that way. I'm like, okay, someone that I know could be watching me
Yeah.
at any point, and I need to be on my A game.
well, and that's more and more possible right now. Everybody's
sure.
got their phone. They're, I
Yeah.
just saw John going in here. I'm
Yeah.
going to
Yeah,
video
exactly.
him. He's
Yeah.
in there getting some
So
donuts.
that becomes an accountability. That everything that I do, all my actions are accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is my belief, I mean, I'm accountable to God all the time. So he knows always what I'm doing
and thinking.
So I have to live up to that.